Travel back in time and save the planet from certain doom. Hey everybody, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Time for Tome Infinity and beyond. In case you're new here, or you're not familiar with me, I co-host a readathon called Tome Infinity and Beyond. It's a science fiction themed readathon that takes place twice a year. And it was created by Megan from Tome Infinity, who is one of the most creative people I've ever had the pleasure of speaking to. And if you haven't checked out her channel, you absolutely should. This round of the readathon is going to be round 3, and it is taking place in September from the 13th to the 30th. There is also another sci-fi readathon going on in September, Space Opera September, which you could probably coordinate pretty nicely with this readathon, so like, you know, why not do both? As I mentioned at the beginning, the objective of the readathon this time around is to save the planet Earth from certain doom by traveling the globe and saving as many people as possible. So the idea here is to read science fiction from around the world. You're trying to read from as many countries as possible. The type of doom that you're saving Earth from is up to you. There are 4 teams, and each team is facing down a different threat to humanity. So we have Team Natural Disaster, and your team leaders for Natural Disaster are Megan and Sue from Spinebreakers and Kat from Brews and Reviews. We have Team Supernatural, which is being headed by Steph from Novelty Corner and Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. Team Warfare, which is being led by Scott from Book Invasion and Jessica and Christina from Game of Tomes, and Team Disease, the best team, which is being led by myself and Megan from Tome Infinity. As I mentioned, the point of this readathon is to read sci-fi from around the world and to collect points for your team. The more points your team has at the end of the readathon, the more people you've saved from inevitable death. There are a few different ways that you can get points, and the first and most simple is that you get 100 points for each book you read that is from a country you haven't visited yet. So each new country you read from gets you 100 points. You get 200 points if you read a book about Antarctica. It can be a sci-fi or a nonfiction, because I imagine it's probably not super easy to find books about Antarctica. You get 1,000 points for reading something from every continent. Antarctica is optional there. You get 250 points for reading your team's group book. The group books are as follows. Team Natural Disaster has selected The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. Team Supernatural has chosen The City in the Middle of the Night by Charlie Jane Anders. Team Warfare has chosen Ancillary Justice by Ann Leckie, and Team Disease has chosen Blindness by Jose Saramago. And then you get 50 points for each bonus challenge that you complete. And the bonus challenges are to read a sci-fi one-sitter, which is a book that's 150 pages or less, to read a hefty sci-fi, which is a book that's 500 or more pages, to read a collection of sci-fi short stories, to read an intersectional sci-fi, which in this case means a sci-fi from a different nationality, and then also another identifier, be that neurodiverse or LGBTQ, you name it. To read a sci-fi graphic novel, to read a sci-fi that was published before you were born, to read another team's group book, to buddy read a sci-fi with one of your teammates, to read a sci-fi by a native or indigenous author, and to read a sci-fi that is set in space. Like I said, each of those will get you 50 bonus points. I realize this is like a lot of information. Everything is going to be in a Google Doc, which I will link in the description along with all of my co-hosts and Meg, the creator of the readathon. I highly encourage you to join us. I specifically encourage you to join Team Disease because we're the coolest. Plus Disease is, you know, the silent killer, and we need all the help we can get. But let me know if you guys are thinking of participating in this readathon, if you're looking forward to reading some more sci-fi. Check out my co-hosts' videos, talk to me in the comments, maybe leave some recommendations for international sci-fi. I'm just talking at this point, I should go. Have a great day, guys. Bye.